So it's been confirmed that an F-35 has been shot down by the IGRC or the Iranian forces. Now, apparently the F-35 did make it back to the base. They're not saying which base. What's interesting here is that the F-35 was claimed to be pretty much like the gods of the skies, like it was unbeatable, undetectable, and almost impossible to shoot it down. And what the Iranians used to basically shoot it down is what is actually quite interesting. They used infrared, like to the cheap. Apparently, it's a cheap equipment, and they were able to see the F-35 just casually passing through. So now that brings into question that okay, if they were able to if they are able to pinpoint where the F-35 is, using a very inexpensive equipment, that means that equipment can be shipped to so many other of its allies around the region. Which brings into the point where this particular hit, it might not have connected as they had wanted, but it still passed a very important message in that for most of the F-35 pilots and even subsequent models, like even the F-14 and the others, or pretty much the whole Air Force, that you're not invisible and you're not invincible. And this changes the dynamic and also makes it that they have to go back to the drawing board. And on top of that, it also kind of like makes the pilots a little bit way more apprehensive. Because honestly, if I was a pilot, I would also be thinking, hey, what actually shot us down, or what shot that plane down? And I would not be surprised that that is not information that's actually being shared in the open that much, even though Iran is actually saying it's not something very expensive, which is also a tactic in itself. Now, this also puts a very, very big dent into the American economy, because now a lot of countries which had back orders for F-35s, I'm sure they're looking sideways and they're basically rethinking about that decision. And I also think it's the reason why a lot of these incidents are not being reported.